Making delicious coleslaw in minutes is not just possible, it's incredibly easy and rewarding. Coleslaw, with its crisp textures and tangy, creamy flavors, is the perfect side dish for barbecues, picnics, or a simple weeknight meal. Whether you're new to the kitchen or a seasoned cook, you can whip up a mouth-watering bowl of coleslaw using just a few fresh ingredients and some pantry staples. Let's walk through the process step by step, so you'll have a vibrant, flavorful coleslaw ready to impress friends and family in no time. Start by gathering your ingredients. Traditional coleslaw centers around cabbage and carrots, but the real beauty of this dish is its flexibility. For the base, you'll need a medium head of green cabbage, a couple of large carrots, and, if you like a bit of color and extra flavor, a quarter of a head of red cabbage as well. This combination not only creates a beautiful contrast, but also adds depth to the overall taste. Begin by preparing the vegetables. Remove any wilted or tough outer leaves from your cabbage. Slice it into quarters, cut out the core, and then finely shred the cabbage. You can do this with a sharp chef's knife, a mandolin slicer, or even a food processor if you're in a hurry. Next, peel your carrots and grate them using the coarse side of a box grater. The key is to create thin, delicate strands that will absorb the dressing and meld beautifully with the cabbage. If you're using red cabbage, shred it in the same way as the green cabbage. Combine all the shredded vegetables in a large mixing bowl. For added flavor and texture, consider tossing in a handful of thinly sliced green onions, a sprinkle of chopped parsley, or even some julienne bell pepper. These optional additions can make your coleslaw unique and even more delicious, but the classic version is just as satisfying on its own. Now, let's move on to the dressing, the heart and soul of any coleslaw. The classic creamy dressing is simple, yet it delivers a delightful balance of tanginess and sweetness. In a medium bowl, whisk together half a cup of mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, and a tablespoon of sugar. Season with a generous pinch of salt and freshly ground black pepper. If you prefer a lighter version, you can substitute half of the mayonnaise with plain Greek yogurt, which will give your dressing a slight tang and make it even creamier. For those who crave a little extra zing, add a splash of lemon juice or a dash of hot sauce. If you like a touch of sweetness and crunch, you might stir in a tablespoon of honey or maple syrup and a handful of raisins or chopped apples. The possibilities are endless, and the dressing can be tailored to suit your taste. Once the dressing is ready, pour it over the shredded vegetables. Use a pair of tongs or clean hands to toss everything together thoroughly. Make sure every strand of cabbage and carrot is evenly coated with the creamy dressing. This step is crucial, as it allows the flavors to meld and ensures each bite is as tasty as the last. At this point, your coleslaw is ready to eat. However, if you have a few extra minutes, cover the bowl and let it chill in the refrigerator for about 15 to 30 minutes. This brief resting time allows the cabbage to soften slightly and the flavors to blend even further, resulting in a coleslaw that's both crisp and bursting with flavor. For an extra touch, just before serving, sprinkle the top with a few more chopped herbs or a light dusting of freshly ground black pepper. This not only makes the coleslaw look even more appealing, but also adds a final layer of freshness. Coleslaw is wonderfully versatile. You can pair it with grilled meats, pile it high on sandwiches, or simply enjoy it as a refreshing salad on its own. It's especially delicious served alongside classic barbecue fare like pulled pork, fried chicken, or burgers. The creamy crunch of coleslaw provides a perfect contrast to rich, savory dishes. If you're looking to experiment, there are countless ways to put your own spin on coleslaw. Try swapping the mayonnaise for a tangy vinaigrette made with olive oil, vinegar, and a touch of honey for a lighter, brighter version. Add thin slices of apple or pear for sweetness, or toss in toasted sunflower seeds or chopped nuts for extra crunch. Even a handful of dried cranberries or a sprinkle of sesame seeds can elevate your coleslaw to something truly special. For those following a vegan or dairy-free diet, it's easy to adapt the recipe. Use a plant-based mayonnaise or yogurt, and sweeten with agave or maple syrup instead of honey. The result is just as creamy and satisfying. Coleslaw also stores well, making it a great make-ahead dish. Simply keep it covered in the refrigerator. and it will stay fresh and crisp for up to 2 days. In fact, some people think coleslaw tastes even better the next day, as the flavors have more time to mingle and develop. It's worth noting that the texture of your coleslaw can be adjusted according to your preference. If you like your coleslaw extra crunchy, serve it soon after mixing. If you prefer a softer, more marinated texture, let it sit a little longer before serving. Either way, you'll have a delicious, crowd-pleasing dish in just minutes. The beauty of homemade coleslaw is in its simplicity and adaptability. With just a few fresh ingredients and a quick, easy dressing, you can create a side dish that's bursting with flavor and texture. Whether you stick to the classic recipe or get creative with your own additions, homemade coleslaw is sure to become a favorite at your table. So the next time you're looking for a quick and delicious side, remember how easy it is to make coleslaw from scratch. Crisp cabbage, sweet carrots, and a creamy, tangy dressing come together to create a dish that's as satisfying as it is versatile. In just a few minutes, you'll have a bowl of coleslaw that's ready to complement any meal or stand proudly on its own. Enjoy the fresh flavors, the satisfying crunch, and the endless possibilities of homemade coleslaw. Whether you're cooking for a crowd or just for yourself, this classic dish is sure to delight taste buds and brighten up any table. So grab your cabbage, whip up your dressing, and discover just how delicious and easy coleslaw can be. Made in minutes, enjoyed for days.